Hey everybody, it has been a long time, but we are finally back with the iconic moments, and it has been forever. And the reason why I've been not putting any new ones out is because there hasn't been any around me that has been released as of yet, which is really annoying to come by because other parts of the world do have those releases, have their own versions, and it's really hard when you're in the UK and you're waiting for these stocks to come over with the slip covers. That way you can get it part of the matching set. And as well, with the iconic moments of Warner Bros. Are not currently releasing them anymore. They stopped at like a certain number, so I believe I've got all the ones so far are all Warner Bros. And I think after like 55 or 60 something, that's when it goes over to Universal. I can't remember the exact number, but Universal Studios has taken up the iconic moments and started to release their own numbers, but they're carrying on from the number sequence, so they're not starting from number one, they're carrying on the number bits, but they're taking over. So it's really hard and confusing to hunt down and get all the iconic moments, because now you can't go on the Warner Bros. Stores because the new ones are not Warner Bros. And so you have to go look on eBay, or if you can get to HMV, go to HMV. Unfortunately, I have to rely on Asda, Tesco's, or Sainsbury's, but well, not Sainsbury's anymore because they stopped doing the physical media aspects. And so I now have to hope for the best that Tesco's or Asda start selling new ones. And I finally picked up 7. I actually do have all 7. Right here with this one, so I still have a few to unbox, but over the course of the next few days you're going to be seeing the ones I've got. They're not going to be correct ordered numbers, there are going to be massive gaps between them, but it's just what I can see and what I can get. I will buy it and add to my collection. I'm not buying the Blu-rays yet because I'm still hunting down all the DVD ones before I add the Blu-ray one, of course. I don't know whether if I had the room for the Blu-ray ones, because I'm running out of room already. So I have 7 new iconic moment titles. Some will be from Warner Bros. The others will be definitely from Universal Studios. So I do hope you guys enjoy the long wait. If you guys have any information on where the best websites to find these online, if you cannot get to stores, let me know in the comment section below, and every bit helps. And if you have a good list of all the titles released, that would be a huge help as well. I have some due to another comment, somewhere on my files from a comment where he left all the titles that he knew of, so that's a massive big help. But if you have any more news on any new release titles, let me know, because they will all help towards me hunting them down in the future long run. Now that we've gone through the introduction, we've made up for lost time, it's time to move on to the Jaws. Yes, that is right. Coming at number 59, we have Jaws for the iconic moments. And it's weird, I have to say iconic moments because I think this was Warner Bros. Studio. No, it's Universal. Oh god, yeah, it's Universal. It's like the Universal sticker there. So yeah, this is Universal, not Warner Bros. I might have had all the Warner Bros. Ones then. But yeah. So from here on out, they will be Universal from 59 onwards, by sure. So yeah, when I saw this, I thought great, new titles, amazing, add to the range. But it's really annoying that Warner Bros. Stopped doing it or didn't partner up with Universal to help, consumers to buy them online, especially during the pandemic and all that. But regardless, let's have a look at this one. The front cover, just like, it's not the best. The front cover is the most basic, boringest one I've ever seen in my life. There's only a raft. And you want to know what the sad thing is? If you watch the entire Jaws movie, that's not the raft. Why are you using that stupid garden pool blow-up sheet? You don't take that to the beach. You either have a life raft or, something better than that. But it's just so annoying that that's all they could put on the front cover, is that poor design. Never showed up in the movie. Want to put like an actual, the Jaws, the shark on the cover. Makes a lot of sense. The whole point is Jaws, kill a shark, killing people. You could have put either people swimming or done an upside down view bit. So like the sharks here, or the sharks come up here, We have the water bit coming there, and all the feet dangling. So we just see the feet, and we see the jaws open his mouth up. They could have done that as a front cover instead of this image here. This doesn't bring me in. This isn't drawing me into the whole entire, you know, thrill of the movie. The title's good. The quotations here. We're gonna need a bigger boat. The age ratings, the new ones, look great. There is some slight wear and tear on the corners. But like I said, these are really hard to come by at the moment where I am, and it's just trying to find them and hunt them all down, because when I see them, I just have to get them, because chances are they're not going to be the next day. And I keep going back there now and then, but I don't see any new titles, and it's really frustrating. And it's like an hour walk from where I live, so yeah, so it's worth it, but sometimes it's going to be really annoying when you walk the hour and you walk back empty-handed. So we have Universal Pictures. It's so weird to see that. Universal Pictures proudly invites you to celebrate the most iconic moments in film history. I was so used to saying Warner Bros. Invites, and now it's Universal. And it's just like, it's so weird me saying that, because I'm just so used to Warner Bros. They listed at number 59. We had the bar description here, but I want to zoom in and pause for you guys if you want to read. In the future I will get some lights better set up, that way you can see it more richer. Below that we have the bonus features, which I was really quite surprised that for a DVD one they were going to include this many bonus features, because normally they don't. Normally they try and do a little less, so you buy the Blu-ray one, and this is released on Blu-ray. I have seen an image on Google, so there is a Blu-ray version of this part of the iconic moments, but I think it's the same bonus features, but it could be more depending on which Blu-ray disc they were choosing from. So the bonus features include 50 minutes of the making of the Jaws documentary, deleted scenes, outtakes, 720 photos, that is a lot, Shark Trivia, the game, which is Get Out of Water, screensavers, which I believe only works on your PC. If you have it as a PC, you put it in your PC, you go download screensavers, and that was a thing back in the day, screensavers. Yeah, you can still have screensavers now, but no one really uses them for their PC except if you're at an office or work, but most of them have like strict rules about screensavers and that, so that's good to check them out. There's Shark World, which I think that's a theme park. Then there's 3 trailers, production notes, and a cast and filmmakers notes, so that's a lot that they included in there. And I believe the Shark Trivia game is a bit like the Scooby-Doo one, where there's a click on the remote, but I think it's a 2-way bit, so you can put it into your PC and play it that way. But it's a trivia game, so it's not going to be adventurous. And the photos, I'm very curious to see, like, why did they include 720? Right, now we've done that, we can just pull this open. As we all know from the iconic moments, we only paying for the slipcover, because the DVD is the same as the standard DVD release. There's nothing really new. But there is one major thing that I do like about the original. The artwork. Look at that. Okay, this is what I was talking about. I was talking about this. Incorporating the shark, opening his jaws, going up, people swimming, or one person swimming. Doesn't matter with the jaws title. They could have done this onto that. If they would have done that, this would have been the best looking slipcover for the entire iconic moments list by far, but they instead went for this more PG approach where it's just a bit more safer. And look, even the age ratings look more kid friendly compared to the old 12 rating one. I don't know why people would want to change an age rating to like a newer symbol bit, but it doesn't look as more intimidating as this one does. But yeah, the front cover, they could have like done the DVD one, but they never. Even the back is dramatically changed. There is a lot of difference between them, especially over on this section. And that's the first time ever I actually had to stop recording on my B-roll footage because I ran out of room on the recording length. So, recording continuing, we can see that the back cover is dramatically different to the slipcover one. But with the slipcover one, they always do like to, you know, make it a bit more slimmed down, but there's not a lot of information as you would see from the DVD one. And most of this is basically the subtitles and languages, because I always get comments on my videos saying, does it have this language? Does it have this subtitles? 9 times out of 10, they're gonna have all of them, because every DVD new release will have the multiple languages, especially with the regions they're selling to. It's just commonly standard. Some of them will like promote like what they were doing, like if it's just limited subtitles. But 9 times out of 10, the most new DVDs I buy have multiple languages to choose from. But on the slipcover one, you have to go right down to the bottom, right down here, and pretty much that is really hard to read, especially for subtitles in English. But on the DVD one, however, they made it so it's a bit more accessible, where you can actually see all the subtitles. All of them. That's right, not just a few of them, but all of them. And then we have the languages. So the subtitles are going to be more than languages because it's easy to do, but languages takes a bit more time. But they have all the current ones that they're going to sell to. So they have French, German, Italian, and Spanish, all at 100 and mono. And the English one is going to be 5.1 surround. So there's just those one bits to look out for when you're buying it. Of course, if you buy it from France, you're going to get the 5.1 surround because it's in your local area. Just want to give you a heads up, because I've imported some over before, and the sound of them is different than the English one, and they always do it every single time. I don't know why, but I have multiple DVDs where they're all different languages, all different surround sounds, all different volume specs and all that. It's ridiculous. Now that we've gone over the introductions, the disc and the artwork and everything, it's time to go into the DVD. Let's open up this bad boy right here. There we go. Oh, brilliant. Lovely jubbly. And now we're going to open this slowly, and there is the disc. Which I do quite like the disc, you know. I'm not going to hate on it too much because it is just a direct port from there, but it's one of the better looking appeal ones. It has an exception because I really love this style of the artwork with the jaws coming out and all that, as opposed to this. So with many in the before, when they had, like, you know, bad copy from the front, some of them do have the exception because they still look good regardless, and when you look at this thinking it deserves to go on the disc, and you cannot lie, it does match up. So that has been the unboxing of Jaws on DVD for the iconic moments. Yeah, okay, you could say that the slipcover is not worth it because it looks very poor and shabby, while others will agree buying it for the collection is definitely worth it, and it is. Don't get me wrong, it's definitely worth buying it. But I just don't like how they're trying to PG everything now by making it more like this as opposed to this. And the bit that really annoys me is the fact that you made it like this, but kids are going to open it up and see this and they'll be like, why can't I just have this on the front of this? It's bonkers, you know. It's Jaws. It's one of the best shark movies I've ever seen, and most of you will agree. But you ruined the slipcover. The back, I couldn't care less about. The back's good. All backs on the home moments are great. Front, however, don't screw that up because you're messing with forces you don't understand. Just leave well alone. Thank you.